Okay, welcome to this session. So in last session we discussed about how you can go about preparing the specificity samples, how you can prepare the sample for force degradation study. Now in this session we are going to talk on how you can prepare the samples required for the precision study. And here we go. Okay, so when it comes to the precision of assay, you need to conduct repeatability, and the second parameter is either intermediate precision or reproducibility. So we will check and see one by one how you can conduct the repeatability and intermediate precision study. So the first parameter in precision is repeatability, and we will talk on how you can prepare the sample for repeatability. So look at the protocol now on your right side of the screen. It says that procedures is this way: determine the precision of test method by assaying 6 samples prepared by using product as per the test method. Determine assay, relative standard deviation of assay results, and the confidence interval at 95%. Okay, so first point is how you can prepare a precision sample by using actual product. So preparation of sample solution using a test. So what you have to do, follow the same sample preparation procedure. Okay, and I will just copy the content over here, and this is the way you can go and prepare the precision sample and perform the sample preparation for 6 times. Okay, so there is another way. In case if you do not have an actual sample in hand, there is another way how you can conduct the precision study. So the another way is nothing but you can prepare a sample by spiking required amount of API into the placebo. So that is called as a spiking method, right? And we will also check now how you can prepare a precision sample by using the spiking method. Okay, so I will delete this content, right? Now weigh accurately 20 tablets, that is not required. You must understand how much amount of placebo is required, and you need to go to now the specificity section wherein we have talked about the placebo weight, and it is 100 mg. So I will write in such a way that weigh accurately now 100 mg of placebo and add. Now how much mg of API is required? So here we go. Now as you know that if you look at the test procedure, our test procedure says that a powder equivalent to 250 mg. Look at here, 250 mg of the paracetamol, and hence we need to take now 250 mg of the paracetamol. So weigh accurately 100 mg of placebo and 250 mg of paracetamol, and then transfer into 1000 ml of volumetric flask, and then rest of the method will remain as like your sample preparation procedure. Okay, so this is the way you can prepare the sample for a repeatability study. And what is the acceptance criteria? Assay result of product should be between 95 to 105% of labeled amount, and the relative standard deviation of percent assay result should be not more than 2.0%. So this is the way you can conclude on the repeatability part. Now the second part when it comes to precision is called as the intermediate precision or the ruggedness study. So understand one thing: in case of conducting intermediate precision, you need to perform the same set of analysis, same set of 6 preparations, but on another day by another analyst, by using another set of instruments and equipments, right? And probably people also change the column as well. So let us say you are using a column number of, let us say 002. During intermediate precision, you should not use column number 002. You must use another column. I mean the column dimensions, manufacturer, everything must be same. Only the number of column must be different than the column used during the repeatability study. So different day, different instrument, different column, different analyst, it is called as a intermediate precision when you are conducting the second experiment within the same lab. Within the same lab means the lab in which the repeatability experiment is conducted. If in that lab, if you are conducting the second set of experiment by another analyst on another day by using another set of instrument, that experiment is called as a intermediate precision, right? But if you conduct the same set of experiment in another location, in another lab of your company, then that experiment is called as a reproducibility, right? So there will be the similar conditions, another day, another analyst, another set of instrument equipments, and another lab or location as well. So that is a small difference between intermediate precision and reproducibility. And to prove your method ruggedness, any one is enough. Either you can perform intermediate precision or you can go for the reproducibility, right? So what you have to do, again the sample preparation will remain same, right? You can take both the approaches. You can either follow the test preparation or you can prepare the sample by spiking a required amount of API into a placebo. And here are the requirements. So once you perform the experiment, the acceptance criteria is what? All individual assay result of product should be between 95 to 105%, which is the specification. The relative standard deviation of percent assay result should not be more than 2%, and the overall relative standard deviation of percent assay results from the total of 12 determinations, 6 from repeatability and 6 from ruggedness study, should not be more than 2.0%. So these are the various ways of preparation of samples and conducting the precision study, right? And in the next session, we will talk on how to conduct the linearity sample solutions. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and let us meet in the next video where I will be talking on the linearity sample preparation.